Alright, gonna make sure it's live before I go any further, and it actually does look to be live here for Sunday, February 8th, 2025. I know it's Super Bowl day, but I don't really give an actual fuck about Super Bowl. It's not like fucking mad, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna stream this shit anyways. But yeah. Hello. Is the Sinister Game being here with a new stream? And this stream will be going over the event month for the month, whatever, February 2026. For February 2026, yes. For Red Dead Online. Now, naturally, February being the shortest. No, yes, naturally, with February being the shortest month of the year, this might actually be a shorter event. Possibly just saying, not 100% no. But yeah, on free roam here, one beginning of the game this year for online. So let's continue your journey from wherever you left off like usual this month. Crime pays with triple rewards on blood money opportunities. I was going to choose that for title, but yeah, it didn't really fit with the title unless I was going to cut huge portions of my usual title, which I wasn't really going to do, so I just went with the 2 times money XP on collector set sales. I think sometimes do 3 times, so it's not entirely out of the realm that I could possibly use it again maybe, I think. But yeah, there's triple rewards and blood money opportunities. I believe it's money, gold, and XP. It's basically just about everything this time around. And then plus the collector sets to Mount Nazar. Again, I kind of went for that for title because the other one didn't really fit. For the 2 times money XP, collector is basically the best money roll in the game, when bounty hunter is basically the best one for gold. As I'll basically explain down the line. There's also returning those elite outfit that can be assembled, and then more. Alright, I'll talk more about the outfits stuff and whatnot in the game, I think. I'm not a big fan of that per se. But free times icon here, yes, for blood money opportunities. Most of that's probably just the same thing, obviously, so that's for yes, free times, money, gold, and XP. Okay, confirmed is basically everything, like I was basically saying. Like yes, I was basically saying it's basically every single thing, basically. But yeah, blood money stuff isn't exactly role related, so yeah, it makes sense there's no role XP, so I'm pretty 100% it's basically everything they could do for it. Without making it 4 times or something, which is not very likely. I don't even feel like they've ever done that before. Talking just on blood money opportunities, obviously done it on feature series not too far back actually, but yeah. And by not too far back, I mean within the last few several months or something. But I might go more into information on that in the game. I haven't necessarily played the most per se. I didn't necessarily feel like I'll give the most sound advice. I'll just say it for later, I suppose. Journey from the camp. Alright, yeah, the posse stuff. Okay, I don't think there's really anything different there. Alright, yeah. I think I'm good on the top part there. presume all this stuff is basically the same. Series playlist, at least the first week, so looks to be 3 times for the shootout series. At least OECS first week does very much look to be the shootout series. Partake in the classic gunfighting of team shootout across a range of locations in this week's featured series and triple rewards for taking part. Now, if it's truly everything when I say rewards, most likely that should be, of course, money, gold, and XP. However, I just had a look actually on the news wire, and it looks like it's actually just money and XP. When I say rewards, you would think it'd actually be everything, but it's not gold this time, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll go more in details and the rest of them and stuff later, so I'm not gonna be done there per se. And everything else looks to be basically the same for this whole menu. Okay. Yes. Okay, so finally we'll go into the game here. Redstone still looks good. Okay, it seems like she in an area where the ground get idle get kicked, I guess, in Saint Denis or whatever. Whatever. So I'm basically moving on over to there, basically, naturally. Oh shit. I don't know why I was pressing the circle button there, but okay. Wasn't really thinking anything when I was doing that.
Being out here is great.
Oh yeah, by the way, fun fact though, yeah, I got Mind's Eye on December 30th, 2025. Beat the story at the beginning of the year, something like that, or January-ish, early January. And then, a day or so before, I finished finally all the Arcadia missions. So I pretty much played everything there was for Mind's Eye. I don't entirely agree with the hate, I think it is kind of pretty fun, not gonna lie, honest though. But yeah, I will admit, I played it 50-ish hours or something, I think. Like, already I feel there's, like, nothing to do. I'll be honest. Looks fun, a linear story game, which is what it was meant to be, I guess, with, like, semi-open world, or, like, linear open world, kinda, or something. Yeah. And yeah, I got the physical copy. Physical copy comes with like the digital deluxe edition, at least mine did anyways, even though I bought it like fucking end of the year basically at like Best Buy or something for like 20-ish bucks. Might have been like 30-ish bucks, but there was like an offer thing for on it or something. For like a Christmas purchase or something around that time before. So I got effectively 90 bucks like at launch for like fucking like 20 or 30. It's kind of funny actually. Like actually. But what am I trying to say though? Yeah, basically Digital Deluxe Edition had like 4 things of content, basically like some vehicle skin stuff. I want to kind of use the skin stuff. I'll be honest, I don't care for like cosmetic-y skins too much. Had some horde mode thing, which I don't exactly know what that was. It was probably just some Arcadia mission and playing, but like I don't know like what fucking one it would have been. Forget what Wave fucking 2 was, but like fucking there was like a traditional race, like a drone race, fucking like going haywire, like airport I think was one for like Wave 3. Fucking like what else is in Wave 3 or like whatever one I'm forgetting. Trying to fucking remember. There's like what like a rough riding race or something called that. Might be forgetting the name, but I think it might have been something like that. Like No Fly Zone, Sky Race. Fucking again going haywire like airport. Fucking what's the fucking other one though? Like I'm trying to fucking remember, man. Just so many of those Arcadia missions I just kind of forget. Fucking was there a drone race in that shit? I don't think there was a drone race for the expansion pass or whatever the fuck they called it. Digital Deluxe Edition, I think actually upgrade or whatever. In my case, it was actually just Digital Deluxe Edition being physical copy, I guess. Fucking like, God, what the fuck was it called? I'm trying to fucking remember. I don't want to like look into it while I'm streaming now. Fucking like, was it some combat thing or something? Some other kind of combat thing? That fucking ass forget though. God damn it. Anyway, so the last fucking one though was like still like E-Series circuit or some shit. Just came out like beginning of the month or something with like 1.7 whatever the fuck version. It was like 5-6 minute race, which I guess is pretty alright. I don't know, honestly it was like one of the more straightforward races. It was kind of a little uninteresting, not gonna lie, but yeah. I don't know, it's kind of wild. There was a 6-minute race for the end of it. That was kind of cool. But yeah. I think that was it for that 30-buck thing finally though. It seemed according to what they updated for the Q1 2026 they called until they came out with the Silly Series race thing finally. So not gonna lie, the game's probably dead until multiplayer, if that even comes out at this point. Apparently Hitman mission got canned, apparently. But Rocket Boy is gonna self-publish, I guess. And it was their own doing, not even IOI Interactive that did it. Despite what the Galactic King got, I guess. So that's actually surprising. That was actually their own doing rather than IOI Interactive. But yes. Fucking. But it sounds like there's a replacement mission with hopefully. Sounds like there's a replacement mission with Yes, hopefully. Sounds like there might be a replacement mission, which hopefully would be pretty good. Hopefully. Be honestly, low key, not gonna lie, the game might be dead after like 50 hours for me. Like on PS5, mind you, as well. Like till multiplayer. Can't make your own stuff on consoles, I'm pretty sure. It's not even 60 frames per second. Not the biggest deal to me, but some people just will not live without their 60 frames per second, apparently, for whatever reason. Even though this shit right here is 30 frames still. But okay. So, Mind's Eye experience was definitely interesting. Also, I actually had to play the game like twice or something. Like, I kind of did like continue or something, did like a new game or something, I think, on 1.0, 1.0, 1.0, like I was playing offline or something. So I don't know if I like glitched or something, so I basically ended up playing the story twice. Otherwise, it low-key would have been less than 48 hours, less than 2 days worth of content for me. Fun small game, but yeah. Hope multiplayer ends up being huge for it, but like, fuck man, all the hate around it probably won't be, unfortunately. Alright, but well, that bunch of stuff over finally. I know it might have not been the most interesting stuff to talk about there, but I mean, was Leslie Benzies former like Rockstar North person or something, so I figured it was interesting to bring up. Why not? Alright, but yeah, Blood Money Opportunities apparently. Event goes till March 2nd, okay. Again, it's a smaller month, so I guess it's technically a smaller event as well. Like I was basically saying. Yeah, Blood Money Opportunities, 3 times money, gold XP. Basically just flavor text for that first paragraph beneath. Okay, yeah, really that doesn't say much new, it seems, though. I'm trying to remember what is there, though. I think there might have been one on, like, a train or something. Was there one in, like, the Blue Water Marsh as well or something? Or was that, like, the free mission, like, crime ones or whatever? It might have been that. Kind of forget, to be honest. I think there's one in, like, roads where we have to go in, like, interior. That one pushes you to use, like, a shotgun, which is not a usual, like, weapon class I would advise using in most cases. Which makes it a little interesting, but also, like, kind of more difficult in a way as well. Even, like, lowest difficulty. So, any that isn't, like, that one, I would say is pretty good. I'd say at least 2 out of 3 of those is pretty good for the Blood Money Opportunities for every time some money gold XP for worth using your Capitale currency on. Just keep in mind you have to use a currency to do those missions. It's the ones where you have to spend that Capitale. Federal. Yes, yes, yes. The one at Rhodes of like the interior, like, where I advise using shotguns, though I don't really think that one's that good, honestly. Like, it's just not as, like, what is it, like, it's not as smooth of a, like, easy playing experience, in my opinion, is basically what I'm trying to say, though. If I had to recommend one to stay away, if yes, I'd recommend one to stay away from, of course. Now, I don't necessarily remember what the payouts would be and stuff, but, like, I believe there's 3 different difficulties. But I know for sure there's a standard. I know for sure there's a standard difficulty, like, maybe hardcore and, like, ruthless. Whatever order on those the last 2, I'm not actually 100% certain. But I think it might be, like, standard, like, hardcore, like, ruthless, some kind of, like, 3-level difficulty system. Whatever difficulty you play on, if I recall correctly, does increase the amount of capital you have to spend, however, so keep that in mind, I believe. But yeah, if you want to make some real good money, you want to put higher up difficulties for sure, obviously, on those. That's kind of advice in there, I suppose, is skip the one in Rhodes that has, like, the interior that pushes you to use, like, a shotgun, I would say, in, like, the early part of the mission, if I recall correctly. And then simply just play the higher difficulties for more money, obviously. So, obviously. So I just have the standard ones that never expire. Okay. Alright, collector set sales, the double money XP. So if it said double money XP, but if you click on it, it actually includes roll XP as well. So if you do need to level up your rolls still, like rank up the rolls still, it's very, very good opportunities to be going for that. Yeah, at times it might go for 3 times even. So it might not be the best, but like obviously it's better than like normal rates, obviously. Now roll XP in this role only matters until you actually get the rank 20. Once you get rank 20, you no longer actually get the roll XP though, just keep in mind, just keep in mind. The only one where the roll XP matters permanently is actually the bounty hunter, like prestige bounty hunter actually, bro. Yeah, prestige bounty hunter is actually where it matters the most. For the like past rank 30, you get the bounty hunter experience award. But every other role in the game like caps out at like rank 20, and then after that you no longer get roll XP at all, quite frankly. quite frankly. And then yeah, the money. I said this is like the best role for making money in the game. It basically is. It's absolutely insane. If but yes, so if you fucking use a Gene Rock collector map, GEAN or a PKE, a Gene Rock collector map, it's actually really easy to find like these kind of collectibles. Especially for above ground collectibles, it makes it really easy for those. Partially randomized, fully randomized, it can at least help with those as well, but they're not like guaranteed spawns per se, especially on the fully underground ones, of course, like the arrowheads, coins, like the fossils. Essentially. And your regular XP a bit is pretty fine as well, surely. But honestly, the main thing with the collector is going to be that money. Being a huge money roll in the game. Given how easy it is, just look up a map on a search engine and just find a lot of real good collectible like spots and whatnot. I don't know, I checked there per se, but okay. Now, apparently at the free roam events, there's free times payouts through March 2nd. Again, in the event month. Leave no stone, corpse, or personal belonging unturned. Discover collectibles to earn free times roll XP for the next 4 weeks. Okay, I didn't exactly understand why it's like reiterating that part on this part of it, but okay. Nothing really new to include there, is that's for it should include collectibles obviously in the free roam events themselves as well. That's why it's also in this section, surely. And the second paragraph here is like, be on the lookout for free roam events during your sessions. Join to earn free times money and XP through March 2nd. Hoarding the most collectibles and salvage or finding a valuable condor egg. Yes. Salvage is that huge collectible like event thing. That's where we're going to get a lot of like, good free times roll XP on a free roam event, particularly condor egg one. I think you can find other eggs like vulture eggs and like whatever kind of like other bird eggs. It's not going to be huge for roll XP per se. Word bonus on the first paragraph. And then I want to say when it says free times money XP, it means like the actual like payout for the actual event and not any collectibles you pick up during the event, obviously. So, aka the collectibles you collect should be on 2 times money XP, obviously with the other bonus when you sell them for the sale. But the actual payout, like the measly money payout you get for the actual free roam event, which obviously probably won't be much since collectibles naturally would be more worth it than the actual event payout. That part of it will be 3 times, which probably isn't that much to be honest, for like free roam event payout, especially if you don't win the free roam event, or like get podium or something at least, or like at worst. It's a nice little thing going on, I suppose, anyways. Like, if it was 3 times on the condor egg, that'd be like $3,000 for like one person got that. I don't expect that to happen. So it's probably still $1,000 condor egg. I'm guessing just event payout would be 3 times. And especially who actually gets the condor egg will actually end up getting that, basically. Basically. And then as for free roam events, same map I mentioned earlier, Ganrock, Ganrpk. You can actually use that map and it'll tell you free roam events that come up before they even show up in the game. So if you want to know whenever those particular 2 do show up, I would definitely look into that. I forgot to mention, by the way, but if you do use the GTA Web.eu collector map, it's also linked there as well, I believe. Okay, like the collector map, but for GTA Online, basically. It will show the purple events even before the game will tell you what they are, essentially, though. If you're trying to maximize on like how many times you can play those events in the whole 11 month, or every time the money XP on that payout, little payout thing, basically, it is basically. Alright, so I think that's everything to mention. Yeah, obviously on Salvage you want to use your metal detector, whereas with Condor it's best to use like the Eagle Eye, basically. And maybe look around like high elevation points or something possibly as well. I might have heard as well for Condor Egg. I got close to one like one time, and that's like about it though. I've never actually got it myself though, to be fair, because I don't simply play the game that much anymore nowadays, but yeah. Since the game gets no new content for the most part, pretty much. So that's for these media event weeks. Months actually. Alright, featured series earn triple money in XP. And they actually list them all there. Nice. That's nice. So I actually don't have to go in the one menu, I guess, if I don't want to. I don't know if they usually do that, but it's pretty nice that they listed all of them here. So like I said, it's sadly not gold this time. Albeit, honestly, gold is kind of not the most worthwhile thing in a way for this stuff here. Like, I don't mean the way that gold's the worst of the free to get. I mean, like, most of the times, the gold amount's probably not too significant even on free times versus, like, a bounty hunter mission or something. So though. Even if it was 3 times gold, I feel the gold on the bounty hunter missions themselves usually tends to be much better, much better. Is what I'm basically trying to say. But yeah, triple money. But yeah, I mean, triple gold though, triple gold though. Probably not too significant unless you're getting like first place or podium or something. I'm gonna guess so. Quite simply. But seems to be the one single thing that could. Or no, it's not even going on right. Whatever though. So again, February 3rd, February 9th, the week 1 right now is the Hardcore Team Shootout Series. Hardcore, by the way, is no, like, consumables, no build cards. So if you're not big on consumable spam, it's definitely a good one to play. Build cards is definitely one that sucks to not have, though. Week 2 looks to be February 10th, February 16th, and that is the race series. Obviously different, like, traditional race types, basically. So it won't include open races or, like, target races, for example, probably, then, it sounds like. Week 3, February 17th, February 23rd, looks to be the Team Gun Rush series. I think that's one particular mode, and it'll basically be like team format. That's basically what it sounds like there. And finally, the week 4, the final week will be February 24th, March 2nd. March 2nd. Yes, February 24th, March 2nd. And that is the Elimination series. Which honestly, I'm not really too sure what that would be. Which honestly, I myself would not know too much what that would be. I don't know if it's like last team standing or something like GTA, for example. I don't know if it's like a last team standing kind of game mode like GTA has or something, or what. Yes. I don't know if it's the last team standing kind of mode that GTA has, kind of, or like what the. Yeah, body's been kind of pricks. That's what I'm saying a couple times, by the way. Alright, next section here, assembled or returning notes of the outfit. Just itself as a stylish vaquero. Not sure for the end event again, March 2nd. Yeah, dress yourself as a stylish vaquero by completing challenges to assemble the Noseluda outfit returning from Outlet Pass 1. Check out the latest Reddit Online article. The Rockstar Newswire for the full list of items and challenges. Okay. Each item gets delivered within 72 hours of completing an associated objective. When it says that, surely it means 72 hours in real life, not in game time. So effectively you have to wait like 3 days, basically, of real life time. Usually it seems to get the items delivered. So I guess it's not going into much detail there. I guess I might as well do that now, I suppose. Suppose. Alright, so first up, out of the 6 there looks to be... First challenge thing seems to be... First challenge, yes, seems to be... Players ranked 20 or higher can log in to receive the Noseluda sombrero. It's not saying for like a certain role, so it might just be rank 20 of like your actual like player rank or whatever it looks like. Definitely looks to be the case. Not a hard thing to achieve, I'm sure nowadays in 2026, with the lack of content that it gets nowadays and stuff, with everything already pretty much established in the game. Second challenge looks to be level 20 collectors can log in to receive the Noseluda can yes log in to receive the Noseluda coat. So you might have to be a maximum. You might have to be a maxed out collector role to get that one, it sounds like. Okay. Where you basically get no more role XP at that point, like I was saying earlier. Third challenge looks to be complete a blood money opportunity to receive the Noseluda boots and half caps. Went enough into those already, I would say. Fourth challenge is play a salvage free roam event and it'll let you receive the Noseluda pants. Again, use that Gene Rock Gean RPK collector map and it lets you find out easily what the purple challenges will be even before they show up in the game. If you need to go for the particular ones in like a quick, easy fashion. Speaking of those, the fifth challenge will be the other one, play the Condor Egg free roam event to receive the Noseluda vest. And finally, the last of the 6 challenges is complete all your collector daily challenges to receive the Noseluda shirt and neckerchief. So I do kind of want to talk a little bit about those, I think. Alright, yeah, no, that's the general, not the collector one zone. No, not the collector one zone, it's these three, okay. So my so, 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 so in my opinion, collector is some of the easiest role challenges I would say with the whole game. Not talking on daily, obviously, I mean like to roll ones. Again, with the easy access to like a resource on the internet to find like good spots for collectibles. 0 to free arrowheads found, just simply look on that map and it should give you free arrowhead locations. That is underground, fully underground collectible though, so you won't know which ones you get until you dig them up though. Is the downside on that one. 0 to free collectibles looted from non-player enemies. Just play different missions, it could be pretty much any mission kind of thing pretty much. I think it could have even been released before the collector role even dropped and you could still get certain collectibles from non-player enemies. So that's easy. Unfortunately, 0 free collector maps, you have to spend money on that one. Which again, using that resource, you don't really even have to do that. So in that case, it might just even be worth waiting another day and hope for not having 0 free collector maps used. But I mean, obviously just buy free maps, using pretty easy. Alright, that was it. Looks like for that. I don't really feel like mentioning those again. It's just clothing stuff, I don't really care to mention it again. And finally, this one's community outfit when it comes to the stuff in the benefits section anyways. Free to claim for end of the event, once again, March 2nd, 2026. Alright, yeah, better check the news wire for this one, it seems. Seems like usual, best to check the Rockstar news wires for the actual like community outfit for the month. Alright, so basically, virtual photographer in r dash Red Dead Fashion subreddit, basically mainstay, the last Oftes. Yes, so r slash Reddit Fashion, which is basically a subreddit. Mainstay, the last Oftes. Create this look especially for collectors sturdy enough to survive lengthy travels and keep the sun out of their eyes and off their necks. And then yes, off their necks. So I think I'll go newswire order rather than like the order of like the different categories. Why not? Why not? Alright, so it looks like limited stock for the month. There will be the raccoon hat back. And it's different dozen of colorways, or 12 different colorways there are. And then it looks like it is this hat here. The Drifter hat looks to be a free one. At least one variation of it. Out of the 7 of them there are. Looks to be the last variation. Like this kind of like, it's kind of the closest one to like the whitish kind of one, you know, like a tannish one maybe. Next should be in accessories, it looks like. Neckwear. Bandanas look like they're on a sale of some kind. Okay. It looks like the neat string tie. Usually one gold bar, but it will be nothing, which is not much savings, but like, okay. Prime currency at least, which could be something. Basically equates to 25 bucks, which was around that. Like, it basically equates to 25 bucks for one gold bar, which is basically the price of that hat from earlier, I think. I have the 10 variations. It is the third one, like this navy-ish looking one, or whatever. Onto coats. Looks like the Eberhardt coat is back for limited stock for the month of February 2026. 8 gold bars, though it is kind of a pricey one. Yeah, each single one is 8 gold bars as well. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Basically 200 bucks basically for the gold to money conversion. And what, there's like 10 of them, this is basically 2,000 bucks worth of gold. Probably not worth it. A little short of that actually as well. Not how would even do that, but yeah. Alright, the coat looks to be shocking coat. Seems to be around the same range the other ones were at. And the variation is... Alright, there's 9 of them, it looks like. Variation number, like, 8, which looks to be like the brownish, like... What's that kind of, like, look called, even? I might, for lack of better words, call it like a brown stitched one or something. With, like, the lining kind of stuff to it, basically. Just basically... Right now, onto vest. That's vest. No, it's stock on that. It looks like all. But it looks to be the opulent vest. Looks like it has to be off. God, you fuck ass body, bro. Come on. Fuck. Yeah, the vest looks to be opulent vest. From 6 gold bars and nothing, which is basically 150 bucks for like the... Yeah, gold cash conversion is basically 150 bucks. And there is 18 of those. And it's variation number 7. Which basically looks to be a brown and a blue version. Which basically looks to be a brown/blue version of some kind. Also looks to be one of the more expensive ones as well. Like 1 to 4 more expensive ones, it seems. Now going into the one singular category that's different depending on the gender of character you're playing as. For male characters, it looks to be the everyday shirt. And for female characters, it is the Anista shirtwaist. And viewing it looks like $5.50, at least for a male one. At least yes, for a male one, it looks to be $5.50. Variant number. Alright, so 19 or below. So that's outside. It looks to be the white one. Looks to be pretty much the most basic white one. Onto the pants section. I don't think I saw limited stock one on shirts. Alright, pants is a general sale and some kind of looks for later. And that is the Bandito pants, being from $16.25 to nothing. One of the cheaper ones on there, probably. For the ones on the free stuff. 19 options here. 19 options here, yes. Alright, so it seems it's gonna be for 10 onwards somewhere. Looks like it's like a tannish, like white, kind of grayish looking one of some kind. Variant number 17. And then, last but not least, boots here. Looks to be the tasseled Cupar boots. Yes, as the money kicked in, I guess I'll be re-saying it here. The tasseled Cupar boots, or whatever. With 5 gold bars, okay, basically 125 bucks worth in gold to nothing now. And it's actually your first variation on that one. Like a brown, like white, gray, like tannish, whatever one. gonna check things again. Seems like things are fine right now. Alright, so now it's basically anything that was not on the benefit sections are kind of getting towards being wrapped up in a way, Get into some of the final stuff, essentially like discounts, outfit stuff, all that stuff. Alright, you don't kill anyone for 24 game hours, being a streamer in the game, pretty easy to do, especially just talking about a bunch of the event contents of the game. Tend to get that one quite a bit. Alright, from 79.19 gold to 79.29 gold. Okay. With that 0.10 nugget shit there. Alright, yeah, sorry, just trying to find where I'm at here. Where am I at here? On these wire now, Oh, looks like on weekly rewards, which wasn't really mentioned at all, actually, so that's a whole section to go through. And once it's stock stuff or any I didn't mention it in discounts before the weekly collection. It's kind of a few sections to go through still. Alright, so on to weekly rewards. On the Rockstar Newswire, it says the treasures, madness, our desires are far flung and hidden from view, but finding them will pay dividends. There are also gifts for those looking to celebrate St. Valentine, and a treasure map for those who succeed in the featured series. So weekly rewards, week 1, February 3rd, February 9th, February 3rd through February 9th. That is. Collect a fossil to receive a reward for a free pair of boots. Easy again if you use the GNR collector map, like I've basically been saying the GANR PK collector map. Like search engines like Google, all that kind of stuff. Also on the gtable.eu collector map if you use that already. Linked there, I'm pretty sure as well. While you won't know what the fossil is, again, being fully on the ground, like I kind of mentioned earlier with arrowheads, basically still guarantees you'll get the offer pretty easily regardless. The week 2 weekly rewards, February 10th through February 16th. Log in to receive the pink Cardozo vest, an appropriate garment for the celebration of St. Valentine, because it is that week, obviously, it takes place for the next week. So naturally it would be something like that. And then since the last two are the ones that aren't the clothing stuff and therefore the more interesting ones, Dunlock and the week 3 weekly rewards. February 17th through February 23rd is win in the featured series to receive a reward for the West Hill Haven treasure map. Wherever the fuck that likely would be. Probably more to the west of the map, but then that's just, yeah, sorry. Perhaps would explain why I haven't found that yet. I don't usually look for the thing, but I guess I might as well try, I guess. I don't know. Can't even fucking remember if it's one looking Austin or not. Yeah, honestly, what the fuck ever. Doesn't really matter too much to try and find it. Again, week 3, weekly rewards February 17th through February 23rd. Win in the featured series. There was win yes in the featured series to receive a reward for the West Hill Haven treasure map. Can get a couple gold bars, a couple $100 in gold, up to kind of, so like, pretty worth it. Could be pretty worth it. And as a reminder, that one's for Team Gun Rush series. That's during that one. And last but not least, for week 4, yes, but not least for week 4 weekly rewards. For February 24th to March 2nd, is simply discover 2 collectibles, receive an offer for 40% off, and establish your distinguished collector role item, which is like the later half of the ranks, basically. So I can kind of go for that, I guess. Not benefits, not benefits, progress. Progress. Yeah, not square, but cross. Not X cross, technically, being shapes. On PlayStation, like lettering, like on Nintendo, Xbox. So, discovering 2 collectibles in week 4 for like 40% off offer, whatever. There is the Glade Water outfit. There's yes, the Glade Water outfit. Complete cosmetics, so it's kind of meh. So like it is what it is. Horse Lantern has its uses, I suppose, especially if you go in like a cave area for some reason. Not that there's many of those, obviously, but like it is possible, like a possible use for it. No. And yeah, just lighting things up in general could be good for visibility purposes at night. And a 9 gold bar, apparently, are for balloonist goggles. Yeah. 225 bucks worth, I believe. So I could get that a good bit down, maybe by like 100 or something. That's pretty nice. Like 7,500 is my guess. My guess. Says it's cosmetic, but it is a gold bar one, so it is a pretty good one to use it on if you have like a lot of the other stuff already. After that is two gold bars. Two gold bars for the knotted bandana and the pioneer haircut. Never go to bar one, so it depends on like what else you have already. And wouldn't be as good as this one anyways. So, like kind of meh, honestly. After that is the Webster holster. Not all that expensive, at least for this event, if there's any sort of discount on it. But if it's their very first offhand holster, it's what actually gives you access to dual wield, like 2 sidearms. If you already have an offhand holster, though, it's basically just a cosmetic again, I think. After that is the volcanic pistol variant. But yeah, as it is a sidearm, it can be got twice as well, so it's pretty good. Especially if you're willing to get it twice, it's especially valuable. And I think if like Ultimate Edition of the game, you get volcanic pistols for free, so you're basically just paying for the variant. Mostly cosmetic mostly cosmetic, yes, but from my experience, it could unlock out the ability to buy attachments, where it comes with all the attachments, one of the two, which acts as a money saver, basically. And then you have Crayola with the Sorrel Overall and Babe Brundle coats. But it's not even the best of the Crayola horses, so I wouldn't really bother with those ones. Because after that is distinguished with the Look at Distance emote. Complete cosmetic. But it's $200 at least. Good money savings on that emote of all things. That for some reason costs money in this versus GTA Online. The Londonderry outfit. Never money outfit. It's like pretty meh. Unless you have like nothing better to get. The best of the Creole horses. These ones will have the best stats, being the latest of the 6 of them. In the menu. So that's obviously going to be like the best use in this section. In most cases. Most cases. And then 6 gold bar for the expedition hat. Saves you on the premium currency, so also be one of the better 2 to get here. If you're going for distinguished, in particular. Spain that takes care of that now. What the hell? An Asian or something like that? Bruh. Raymond Green harassed by the Road agents again. It looks like. Alright, so onto the stock stuff. Went over some of it already, but like not all of the categories that would have been in. Only like the ones that would have been in like the sync categories, just like the only yes, the ones in the sync categories, just like the outfit for the month, basically. Alright, I think Kimba's corset is female exclusive, I'm guessing, so there's that one I probably won't be able to show off, I'm guessing. So I think that's female exclusive, there's one I showed up the Eberhardt coat. Again, that raccoon hat. And then there was one more I didn't really get to show off since it wasn't really like a category for like a community monthly outfit in whatever. And that's the last category, basically the Spurs. The Vaquero Baroque Spurs. The Vaquero Baroque Spurs. And that was apparently all of it. It was literally just that one, I guess, that I didn't see. Well, aside for the corset, the Kimba's corset, which I said was female only. The last one is the Vaquero Baroque Spurs. That's the last one. Yes, was Vaquero Baroque Spurs. Alright, and then into discounts. Yes. Perfect. Into the discounts though. We had a square button here. The collector's bag is basically on the 5 gold bars off, which is usually 15 gold bars. Minus 5 would be 10, which is 33.3% off essentially. Yes, fuck. 5 gold bars off, 15 gold bar, like collector's bag, yes, essentially 33.3% off on the gold cost, though. Alright, going back into the daily challenges here for collector roll. See all the free collector maps used. Collector's maps are actually 50% off apparently for all collector's maps. Not really worth it again if you use a Gene Rock collector map. It makes it actually not that worthwhile to spend money on those, but if you want to do it purely in game, not for like a website, then it's a good option, I suppose. And then into the promising kit for the collector roll. The metal detector is apparently on a 50% off, half off discount. So assuming it counts for it instead of $700, it's basically $350, which is definitely a steal for it. You want the metal detector 100%. It's like the best thing you could be getting for the collector roll in general. Basically. Makes collector roll a whole lot more efficient. Being able to basically use metal detector when you're not in a combat scenario makes it where you can basically just look for collectibles at almost all times. Very huge thing to get on discount. Should maybe looked harder, but I need to go right back in there actually. Because the first thing on here actually for the roll, Pennington Field Shovel is also looking to be half off. So this one's a fall 350 it looks like, and at $175. Needed for the underground collectibles, that goes very hand in hand with the metal detector. You definitely want both of those 100% if you're trying to be as efficient as you can with the collector roll. And I guess I should state in there once more. Cause. Back into promising, like with the metal detector. To the left of it, the Aquila machete is on a half off. It says 6 gold, it goes for 3 gold. So at 150, it basically goes $75 for gold to cash conversion. However, you can only use gold on it. Just a reskin of the machete, basically. It's just a melee weapon. Just just a reskin of the machete, like a highly collectible melee weapon. That's basically it. Alright, yeah, before I go full out again. Any collector roll outfits are also on discount. This one's actually 30% off though, not 50. So it looks like the Wentworth for novice. Okay, I didn't do on a crazy movement though, like going from like all the way right to like down at the same time. I didn't even do that shit in the phone. So. But again, novice to Wentworth. Promising. The Wallingford. And the aforementioned the Gladewater. And the Londonderry are all 30% off on the roll outfits. Oh yeah, this time I actually mean to get out of it this time. Category up. No, I didn't do that. What the fuck? I didn't realize pressing left just does that. Okay. I was trying to hold it, not press it. But okay. Yeah, weapons category or rifles. Yeah, this one's 40% off discount stuff. It's at $580, free $48 for elephant rifle. Don't know what the farm rifle is. It's actually free for me being Ultimate Edition, I guess. Springfield rifle. 156 and 9360. $156 and $83.06. Again on Springfield rifle. Full action 216 at 129.60. What's that? Right, includes the sniper rifles apparently. 411 to 4660 on the rolling block on the rolling block rifle. And then Kano rifle for $156 to $273.60. Okay. But alright though. The elephant rifle came out in natural steel. See, it's actually really good for legendary animals to kill those. Farmer rifle, very good utility rifle for sedating for the natural scroll, for those samples. And it's also good in general for hunting. Oh, fucking goddamn body, what are you doing? Fucking hell, bro. Fucking Jesus, though. God, though. What the fuck? God, let me fucking repeat. There's a stupid body be dying on me, apparently. Holy fucking hell, bro. Stupid fuck ass body for some currently dying and shit again. But again, elephant rifle though came out in the natural steel C. I think it was intended to be good for the like legendary animals, so I believe it's really good for taking those out since you do not have to lock on with the legendary animals, so it's actually real good for a non-lock on weapon, I guess. Yeah, varmint rifle. A very good rifle for utility purposes for natural steel C as well. Unlike the elephant rifle, it's actually available since launch of the game now. And it was actually really good for killing like certain ammo types to get like perfect carcasses. It still is as well, actually. So the varmint rifle is actually really good for regular hunting versus ultra ammo hunting, where you want the elephant rifle. Yeah, certain smaller animals are best to kill with the varmint rifle. You want the perfect carcasses on those, basically. And also, yeah, the natural steel C is expand on it even further, adding the sedative rounds or the sedative cartridges. So you can also like sample animals, basically, including legendary animals. You can get samples for those, which are pretty much the most valuable if you're not going to kill it outright, like with the elephant rifle, for example. So both of these are very good hunting rifles. Both of these very good hunting rifles. Springfield rifle is like the most basic rifle, it looks like. Bolt action being like a step above. And yeah, you have your rolling block Arcano. Rolling block is a more like powerful sniper rifle, but it only has like one shot, so you have to reload it a lot of times, basically. Carcano does lose out some damage, but it does also hold like 6. It does lose a little bit of damage on a Carcano rifle, but you can hold 6 bullets versus just 1 at least. So if I had to choose just one, I would say probably the Carcano, to be honest, so you don't have to like reload constantly on it. And then obviously between these, I'd probably most likely assume that the bolt action is likely the better of the two here, and the more expensive of the two. If you're looking for at least one traditional rifle. So I'd say at least get 4 of 6 of these, I would say for sure. For some different utilities and all that kind of stuff, basically. And then not only are the rifles 40% off, but the rifle style customizations are 40% off as well. So I guess if you go to like a gunsmith, you can do those style customizations 40% off on those class of weapons. Basically. On to some horse discounts next. Seems. Looks like you have the Missouri Foxtrotters. Looks like yes, Missouri Foxtrotter horses are on a 30% off discount, and those actually go for quite a bit, it looks like. Yes, they all go for quite a bit. So there's Amber Champagne. Or should I say the Amber Champagne? The non-Amber Champagne, I guess. Silver Double Pinto. Yes, Silver Double Pinto. Luron. Lactovero. Toro, whatever. Buckskin Brindle. Buckskin Brindle. And then Dapple Gray. So all of them seem to have the exact same stats, and they will have the 6 on the stamina, 5 on the health. Looks like they'll max out at 9 and 8, because level 0, level 1 are the same, so you basically just add 3 for the level 4. And then the speed acceleration are pretty good. It looks like on the more hidden stats you have to go into like the menus for. I'd say those stats are definitely pretty good. But I think the Norfolk Roadsters have the best of the hidden stats, or not the best of the best, but it's pretty close, I would say. And then there's standard handling as well in all of them. Some are $9.50 normally to $6.65 on the, like, 30% off. other ones, on the other hand, are... 3 of the other ones are from 1,125 to $787.50. And one is a gold forced cost as well. Which is basically the 1,125, but in gold it looks like, and basically it equates to kind of around 775, 780, 750 for the, like, discounted cost it looks like. That's what it looks like. So it's effectively the same cost, it's just forced gold. And it's a rare coat that not as many players will have, obviously with the forced gold cost on it. So this one's basically the most unique one you could get. But they're all basically the same, so you might as well just get one of the cheaper ones. They're all basically the same on these coats, so you might as well just get the cheaper ones. But yes, so cheaper ones perform the same as the more expensive, so you might as well just get the Amber Champagne and the Silver Dapple Pinto over any of the other 4. Being kind of a ripoff at that point. Just getting you different coat cosmetics. Alright, and then Workwear and Trades is the other one. And it's actually the one for the collector roll, it looks like. What's it looks like? Oh, I passed it, my bad. But yeah, unlike the last batch, these ones vastly depend on like the stats and everything. Like depend on like how expensive they are. Because the price will vary quite vastly in comparison to the box trotters. With Dun and Blue Roan Overo being the cheapest, 150 to 105 on 30% off. 4 and 3 basically going 7 to 6. And the speed acceleration not necessarily that great. Sorrel Overo, as well as Bay Brindle, are +1, so basically 8 and 7 for the cores, whatever, and then a little increase on the speed acceleration. And yeah, they all have standard handling, I guess. And then last but not least is Bay Frame Overo and the Marble Spino. Yes. Which is 6 and 5, or up to 9 and 8. And one more increase in speed acceleration, okay. There was one of the earlier roll horses, I guess it's not exactly the most crazy one out there. Like, honestly, none of this, like, core stats max out, so I don't really feel it's the greatest one. But, I mean, it's not bad either. As long as they're getting the Bay Frame over on the Marble Sabino, of course. Alright, now for some clothing ones to go over. For the penultimate discounts selections. It looks like corsets are 40% off, but I think it's a woman's only clothing, so I don't think I can really show that one off. Yeah, pants. Yeah, yes, pins, like I said earlier. 40% off is apparently the percentage on that. So it's like 1 gold bar like this one, there's some kind of sale going on basically. Basically. Yeah, caps are also on a 40% off apparently. Not many of them, but something at least. And then bandanas, I kind of saw earlier when going over to neckwear for the one, like, weekly, monthly, like, outfit thing. I was in neckwear. So those 4 sections, those 4 sections of, like, bandanas are also on a 40% off. So again, it's corsets, pants, chaps, and bandanas, 40% off. And then fast travel is free as well. Basically, it's like a final discount. Final discount. So fast travel entirely waived for the month. Month. So I just go over here now, basically, for the weekly collection for the first week. I don't know if there's a way to check the other ones, but yeah, at least for the first week, we're doing that, basically.
Good to see you again, mister.
Alright, so week 1 weekly collection will be the Royal Collection. One more to check on streaming before do not know. Before do not know. Alright, still good. Good. Yes, Royal Collection, week 1 week collection. I do not know if there's a way to check on the other ones for the event month. I'll be honest, I don't really know that. If, like, the map does it or not. But yes, whatever, last time I checked, I don't think I saw a way to check on multiples for the month, sadly. Sadly, though.
Let me know if you got questions.
But yes, though. yes, though. Sometimes it will not show collect all, but there can still be something in there. That's why I'm still near Battle Way. What about a Battle Way?
Some locals here are nice, and some are real sleazy. Just don't ask questions, especially if they come through to just pay off the bounty. Come back anytime.
Yes, yes, square for the collector's back this time. This one is done. Yeah, I don't have any of them for 0 free. For yeah, 0 free. Yes, yes, I don't have any 0 free. 1 day, 18 hours, 43 minutes. What I said earlier basically is got him fucking body for some turn, you know. Come on, come on, come on. So, Duchess Emerald earrings, Royal Victoria diamond earrings, and Queen of Swords tarot card. Now we'll notice obviously the collection value is higher when there's $70, obviously because on the 2 times as well, it does include the weekly ones, not just the full collectibles. The earrings, the lost jewelry, and then the other ones, yes. Those are considered partially randomized collectibles, I believe. I'm not personally 100% what the partially randomized is per se. But if I have to take a guess, it's kind of in between the not randomized, fully randomized. Can we just finish this last section, please? You stupid ass fucking body versus on the current, you know. Come on. Oh my fuck ass god, I'll fit for the last fuck ass time, you stupid fucking goddamn body. Hernia and shit. But yeah. I don't fully know what the partially randomized would be, but I assume it's in between of the like not randomized and like the fully randomized. Yes, I do mean. Some of them might be like fully above ground and not randomized at all, whereas other ones might be underground and therefore actually do have full on randomization or something. Like worst case scenario, I'm guessing. And there's kind of multiple days of certain like collectibles where like certain days will rotate them a certain way or something. Something. Or just basically, I think, different rotations of like the collectibles where they can be in different spots on different like quote unquote days, I think. Some partially randomized, I assume sometimes some will be like above ground, other times some will be like underground or something. So they're not going to be the most reliable things again. Versus the Queen of Swords tarot card. Versus just Queen of Swords tarot card. This one is fully above ground, like no matter what. You can find those like non-player characters earlier, for example, for the challenge thing, for the role challenge. They can be found on characters, I'm pretty sure, for tarot cards, for NPCs. And also, you can find them with like the eagle eyes since they're fully above ground. And because they're fully above ground, I think they have a dedicated spot. You can find like a dedicated spot for each damaging rock collector map, GA and RPK collector map. And that'll make it like pretty easy to find, basically. Yeah, $170 at least you're getting out of it, being 2 times, so it makes it more worth it than it usually is for some like partially randomized, like fully randomized stuff for sure. But as well, it might be a bit more of an effort than you would maybe want it to be though. For like say a fully above ground collectible set with like just tarot cards, for example. Alright, so I think I'm done there. Again, sorry that might have been like hard to understand or something. Fucking goddamn like body for some Kernia should be no goddamn fuck ass brick, of course. But yes, though. Fucking finally done with this though, it seems though. Alright, yes, I'm actually truly done. That's finally gonna be it for the stream. Next stream will be GTA 9 event stream, which hopefully doesn't go anywhere near as bad as this one, and just stupid goddamn fucking whole ass body for some Kernia shit anymore. No, I swear no. So yeah, next stream will be the GTA 9 one. So that's definitely gonna be it for this stream though. No. Hope you enjoyed.